For the last couple of years, I did contract work for a number of home warranty companies. All of them are in the business to make money, not to fix your broken house. I noticed how I was treated as a support contractor reflected how the customer was treated, so my experience is very relevant to potential or existing customers. Contractor payment directly affects the quality and completeness of the work you are receiving. So I'll give my impressions of each company and what I saw. This should give you a little bit of clarity if you're shopping around. So first was Total Home Warranty. They turned into Service Plus, and I'm not sure whether it was a buyout or just rebranding because the service level and the people seem to be exactly the same. Their job approval rating is low. If they can find a reason to deny a claim, they do. I've been at multiple jobs where I was left trying to explain this just garbage company to their own customers who they were treating badly. They seem to have a large number of customers taking out new policies to get around existing house problems and get them covered. I was sent to multiple jobs where after submitting the diagnosis, the claim was denied because the customer's policy was new and inside their 30-day coverage starting period. They have no process in place to identify those new customers before they dispatch a contractor. That was just a good example of how disorganized they are. As a contractor, I didn't appreciate being sent to non-existing jobs and dealing with customers who were just trying to scam to get coverage. Service Plus owes me for multiple jobs. I've spoken to their managers, accounting, and they're all either incompetent or intentionally lying. Not a good situation for any customers or contractors. They claim your payments are processing, but that's been 9 months now. I wouldn't recommend Service Plus for a doghouse, honestly. American Home Shield is one of the more well-known home warranty companies. They're relatively consistent in job approval rates. I don't typically see contract issues. If they say it's covered, it generally gets covered. The cost of repairs is the big problem with American Home Shield. They set a coverage cap that contractors need to stay under to keep getting work, an average coverage cap. That makes contractors do fewer or cheaper necessary repairs, shortchanging the customer. If my average job cost went over their target number for my area, I didn't get any more work from them. So what do you think happens to the support contractors? They haven't updated their caps as the cost of supplies and fuel have gone up. So this problem is going to become even more significant. Just as an example, repairing or replacing items often has a big price difference. If I can repair something much cheaper that should be replaced, a lot of contractors are just going to do that half-ass repair and call it fixed and close the door on it and get paid and move on. And American Home Shield's happy with that because the average cost of repairs is going, it was down. Forget about whether that really should have been a replacement. That no one in that loop cares. Contractor payment is relatively fast at about 2 weeks with American Home Shield. And overall, I'd say they're okay. They're a decent company, but their cost cap is a problem that can result in jobs not being done properly and to the extent required to make it right. And that's going to become a bigger problem as costs continue to go up, like fuel and the cost of equipment. One of the common items that I replaced for American Home Shield went up in price about 20% over the course of a couple of months last year. And American Home Shield did nothing to adjust that. Next is Choice Home Warranty, and I'm kind of on the fence on them. Their job approval rating is lower than average for all home warranty companies. And as a contractor, we're scored by our job approval rate, but they choose whether to approve the job or not. You don't. So approval seems to depend on what processor handles the job claim. Some choice managers like to play games with contract language. They split hairs to deny claims and then point at you for the claim not getting approved. I get the impression they're scored on their job approval rates and lower is better. That's the only reason I can come up with why one claim will be approved and then later the same day with the exact same contract language, another job with the same problem gets denied. They try to say that the contracts are unique to the customer, but English language means the same from one customer to the next. If it says in the contract, item A is covered, and the next guy's contract says item A is covered, item A should be covered, but it's not. You never know going into a job what's going to be covered and what's not. Their money issues are mostly contractor related, but in the end, that affects the customer as price goes up. I had a job to replace a unique expensive item with, replacing it with the same item. The job was approved, completed, and to this day, Choice refuses to pay me the difference, which was significant, claiming that specific item wasn't on my pricing sheet, therefore they're not required to pay me. And that's after they approved the job. So yeah, I'm a contractor, but that's going to affect how I do work for them if I think I'm not going to get paid. I'm less likely now to go in and give a like-kind replacement for an expensive item because I'm suspect that Choice is going to find a reason not to pay me for that item. Contractor payment is poor. It takes 6 weeks after an invoice is submitted to get paid, and then it's by slow check. A number of contractors drop Choice because they're the slowest in industry that I've encountered, contractor payment. I see both happy and angry Choice customers, and that seems to depend totally on what phone agent chose to approve their job or not. The ones who got the wrong approval rep are angry, and the other ones are happy. Overall, they're kind of a weak recommend for me. Next, Amazon Home Warranty is connected to the larger Amazon company. Their job approval rating is average. They seem to be very mechanical in how they process repair requests. And as a contractor, the job approval process is an administrative pain in the butt. It makes me not even want to work with them as a support contractor. And I think I do extremely good work. I experienced no contract issues with Amazon, but again, it's very mechanical. Payment for jobs I did was relatively fast in about 3 weeks. And overall, I would give them a weak recommendation just because I don't have enough experience, good or bad, with Amazon. For about the same price, you can get great service from 210 if it's available in your area. And that leads us into 210 Home Warranty. It's about as good as it gets for a home warranty company. Their job approval rating is high. Rarely do they question legitimate repairs. I never had a single contract issue with 210. If they say it's covered, they cover it. Payment to the contractor is fast. I was always paid for jobs in about 2 weeks. I do recommend 210, and I don't have any relationship with them other than support contractor, and they don't know I'm posting this video. So that's about it. After looking at all the home warranty companies, considering a couple of years of experience with them, the only one I would strongly recommend is 210, and then weak recommendations would be American Home Shield and Choice and maybe Amazon. So like and subscribe, and thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.